So welcome to today's session. Good afternoon all. I'm your host Sumi, and today's webinar's topic is AI feature under student summary in MEST RTOManager. So the agenda for today's meeting is as displayed in the PowerPoint. So So before I start the meeting, I want to let you know that this session is getting recorded, and this session will be available in the MEST YouTube channel. I have shared the link in the chat. So please, after this session, feel free to go and subscribe our channel and view other previous webinars recordings. Also, in this session, I have muted everyone. So if you have any questions, then feel free to leave them in the chat box, and I will be going through them towards the end of the session. Just turn off my video and we'll start the session. So today's topic is AI feature under student summary. And in today's webinar, so the agenda for today's webinar is as shown in the screen. So we will be going through what MEST AI student summary is. And through that, I will walk you through what aspects are covered by MEST AI student summary. There are mainly academic and financial aspects of the student. And there are certain metrics used by MEST AI. The MEST AI uses them to assess risk of student in academic or financial aspects. I will go through them as well. And MEST AI also gives you recommendations to take action on students' performances for academic and financial aspects. So I will be going through that as well. And I will also be covering what other features are under MEST AI student summary. There's not a lot, so I will try to be quite brief. So firstly, the introduction of MEST artificial intelligence under student summary. Where you can access it is under once you log in into RTOManager and you go onto the student tab and you select a student and view their student profile. Under all the tabs in the right-hand side, you can see student summary beta version. And you can see a summarize button there. And that is the overall student AI summary that we have developed. So when you click on summarize, it will give the summary given by AI. This is only applicable for current student. So if you try to generate a student summary for graduated students or completed students or offered students, then the student summary won't give you any summary. It will only give you summary for those students that are current or those students that are currently enrolled, mainly because it is trying to cover the current academic performance. For example, how their current subject attendance is, or how the students have been making the payments, whether they've been consistent with payments or whether they have not been consistent with attending their classes. That's why we are only giving student summary for current students. And who can access this feature? It's anyone who can access the student tab and who has access to student profile summary. So staffs like admin, or student services can access this feature. So what MEST AI student summary is? So it is a function that we are giving our users where they can generate a centralized summary of a student's current course details within a click of a button. So if you click on summarize button under MEST student summary, you will get provided with students' current academic and financial status in a glance. So what this offers is you wouldn't need to go to students' results page and then check one by one how the student has been performing, whether or not they are competent or have they been not attending classes, those kind of things. So this, when you click on summarize, it will just give you not a detailed description. However, it will give you some brief about how they have been performing or how they have been attending the classes. And similar as well to financial status as well. If there are certain late payments. So for instance, there's an invoice which was already due last month, but they still have not made any payment. Then with the help of the summarize feature, you can just see that, oh, they have not paid that fee. And also it will show you a trend of late fee payments and things like that. So I want to go through the academic and financial aspects covered by Meshed AI. So under academic, there are things covered by Meshed AI, such as it will show you the description of number of student enrollments, number of student completions, subject outcomes, subject attendance, and it also helps you assess the academic risk based on outcome or attendance. So for instance, if you look at the screenshot that's in the PowerPoint, you can see that it is giving course detailed description. For instance, the student in the screenshot has been studying this course as a first attempt, and you can see that the overall attendance is 100%. So it will give that kind of measurement, that kind of value. And under academic performance, it will show you what grades the student have received so far. If it's a competency-based subject, then it will show you how many subjects the student has been competent in, how many subjects the student has not been competent in, or how many subjects they've come with credit transfer and stuff like that. And here in the screenshot, you can also see the student, the AI has given a summary as perfect attendance in completed subjects. So this one is quite positive. If the student has had overall 100% attendance in subjects, then it will show as perfect attendance, okay? And so the overall summary in the academic aspect for this particular student, it's standard because first of all, their attendance is perfect, and second of all, their subject outcomes has been competent. And the financial aspects for this example, like for instance, it is showing you that there is one upcoming tuition payment that's due. And also by checking or by looking into how often the student has been making payment. For instance, if the student has been making payment before the due date, show you as no late payments recorded. So overall, the overall status given by the AI, the financial risk level is reliable. So what this gives you for academic staffs or for finance related staff is, okay, the student is displaying standard academic performance, which means that they don't need to intervene or they don't need to set up a meeting for any study help or things like that. And for finance staff, it will help you to assess that this student is not risky. The student has been paying on time, so you don't need to take any action. So in the bottom, it is displaying counselor notes, and it reads as student shows excellent academic progress with consistent attendance and competency achievements. Financial behavior indicates responsible payment history, no immediate intervention required. So this one is an example of a perfect student who has been consistent with their academic and financial performance. In the next slide, I want to go through a student who has not been as perfect. So these are some of the risk assessment metrics. So in academic, it might, if the student has not been consistent with classes, which means that they have not had good attendance record, it might so this kind of recommendations. So academic, it will give you alert such as the student is high risk, or the student will need support or need monitoring. And if they're okay, then it will show low risk or standard. And in terms of financial, it will show things like inconsistent or reliable. And there are other metrics as well that the AI might display depending on how the student has been making payments. So let's go through the example itself. In the screenshot, you can see that for this student as well, the AI has generated a summary first by displaying the course detail. And the status it's showing is currently studying, which means that the student is currently enrolled in at least one subject. It will also show you the duration of the course and what program or what course they're enrolled into. And the AI just follows similar pattern regardless of what student. So first of all, it will go through course detail. Second, through academic performance. Third, through financial status. Fourth, through recommended actions. And if there is no actions required, then it will probably counselor notes, as I showed in the previous screenshot. So for this student, the academic performance, it is showing that the overall attendance is 12.10. So this overall attendance means the overall attendance throughout the student's duration up until now. So you should probably know projected attendance. So this is the metrics, or this is the calculation that it displays. So the overall attendance is 12.10, which is critically low, which means that maybe the staffs need to intervene or send a warning letter or go to immigration. And second metrics under academic performance is completed subjects. It will show you what subjects has been completed. It might, if the student has not completed certain subjects, but they're enrolled to, it might display as not completed subject or enrolled subjects. And it is also showing you the pattern of grade. So it is showing as consistent grade, C in all subjects. So competent in all subject, or whatever grade you have set up under results grade. And overall, it is displaying you the academic risk level. It is showing as high. So it has recommended for you to intervene immediately. And even in financial status as well, the payment pattern is shown as inconsistent. And further below, you can see why it's inconsistent. It's because the payment at 6 instances, there has been late payments. And it is also showing how much amount has been late up to date. So it's showing that the student has not paid $10,100 yet. And it is also showing by how long late payment delays has been up to. So those kind of aspects are covered by it. And additionally, on top of showing what the risk level is, what the academic risk level or financial risk level, it also shows you recommended actions. So you don't need to do those, but it shows that urgent academic counseling may be required, or student might need study support. And also it might ask you to review the financial payment plan so that you can have a one-to-one with the student. And just overall to help you support which student to intervene to with, or where to take action. And the other features that is incorporated under AI feature is it will show you who generated the AI summary. Under the description, under the summary generated, you can see that the generated date and time and by what staff. And this summary will remain in the screen until next staff comes and clicks on generate summary again. So every time you generate a summary by clicking the button, it will remain there as is until you go and click on it again. And next time another staff clicks on it, the summary generated by description will be updated. And we have also provided a feature to send us feedback. And we know that this is a beta version And we know that this is the first version of AI. So we would like to collect as much as feedback as possible. We would like to see what kind of features you would want for us to incorporate in the feature. And by taking your feedback, we will try to develop that again. So I think please use that feature and send us a feedback, and we will try to make it as user-friendly as possible. Or for instance, we have received feedbacks like there should be a copy function, or there should be a send email function. So please send us those feedback and we will take action with those. And also we have the like or dislike feature. If you like the summary provided by the AI, then please click the thumbs up button and that gets recorded in our end. If you don't like the feedback provided by the AI, then you can click on dislike and we will see how we can improve that feature. So that is all about the AI summary feature. If you have any questions, then please share in the chat and I can go through them.